We should be back live here. Welcome back. So glad I waited the 15 minutes. So if we're gonna break below the lows on an opening range breakout with confirmation, I'll short the market. I'll risk maybe 20 points. I'm gonna target maybe yesterday's close, but let's see. So yesterday we went up to 291. Today we just took that out. We are still trending up. So preparing for a short, guys. If it's gonna break below the opening range breakout low, so the first 15 minutes bar, that's the green bar, it didn't manage to really show progress above 525. We're currently trading below 500 again. So I'm not going to take any trades before we break above or we're going to break below. So opening range breakout, okay? Keeping it very simple. So DAX short is not really working out. It keeps showing lots of progress because manipulation. The market makers, they don't want to sell this market off, and that's fine. We have to respect that. And yeah, live with that. So stocks is just really pumping again, non-stop. Waiting for it to break below. So I'll short below 450, long above 525. Long short. It's interesting to see if we're gonna get some progress on the downside today, or things is just gonna move up. So waiting for progress below or above. Once I get the real progress on DAX. So the strategy should always be to find the opening range breakout. So mark the highs for the first 15 minutes, mark the lows for DAX, for NASDAQ. Once it's confirming above or below, you go in that direction. Once you see confirmation, once you see momentum, you're moving your stop losses to break even, and you're just holding it and you're not doing anything. So you just figure out exactly where the market should be going. I think we are at the highest point for DAX this year. I think we're very close. Yes, it could move to 24,000. I get that, but I could see a correction soon back to 22,000 or even lower for DAX soon. I don't know about NASDAQ and Wall Street, but I think these indexes are also going to sell off pretty soon. And then we're going to see we're trading around 22,000, 21,500. And yesterday it was trading at 23,250, and I thought it would go lower. It did not, so I have to cut losses there, and it is what it is. So no progress above, no progress below. I'm going to short when things is coming down. I really have to respect no progress, okay? So the strategy for the next 5, 6 weeks is going to be focusing on only shorting below and only go long above. Only. I'm only going to stick to this rule, so I'm not going to change it. And then once I'm up with at least 20, 30 points, I'll move stop loss to break even and wait for confirmation, wait for really big progress, really big momentum. And if we don't get the big momentum, it's not my day, and I will exit for nothing, and I'll just call the morning. I want to go in and I want to go out. I want to have lots of momentum, okay? And I want to make a lot of money in a short period of time with very little risk, okay? So there's only one option. Either we trade below or we trade above. We trade with momentum, we holding and we making a lot, or we go in, we make money, we make stop loss to break even, and it's doing nothing. So that's how we could make a lot without even risking that much, right? And that's what I'm gonna be focusing on for the next couple of months, is trying to risk nothing. So risk nothing, make a lot. So once we go in, we just move stop loss to break even, so you're risking nothing, and we can potentially make 5, 10K. That's how I'm gonna grow this to over 200K. It's not from scalping. It's not gonna work. It's gonna be too hard. It's gonna be too hard to figure this really out. So very simple strategy. I hope you kind of like get that. That just you just more mark the highs and you mark the lows and waiting for confirmation, and there is going to be fake out. So you're just moving your stop loss immediately to break even once you're up. You let it run. 50% of the time it's not going to work, but the 50% times where it's going to work, you're going to make a fortune. And the 50% times where it's not going to work, you're going to lose nothing. That's how you're protecting your capital. That's how you're making millions of dollars in the market. Over the next years for all of you, okay? So that's quite important, okay? So again, pay attention to what I'm saying. You mark, this is 950 bar closing right here. So the highest for the first 50 minutes was here, the lowest was opening, okay? It's actually over here. Remember, once we get in, once we up, move stop loss to break even, let it run. Don't target that this is gonna come back to stop loss and then you're gonna get stopped out. There's no reason. We want to trade with only one strategy, and that's momentum and trend and direction, okay? So no progress after half an hour. That's simply why I didn't want to trade this morning. So that's also what I want to focus on is we trading after 9:15 only, okay? And I'll define the rules here, okay? Rules for morning trading and Nasdaq trading for the next month. Road to 200k profit life. Wait 15 minutes. Set a line on the highs. And lows. Mark. Trade between 9:15 and 9:40. Once we go short / long and we are in profit with, I would say, 20 points, move stop loss to break even. And target 100 points at least. That's realistic. 50% goal, 50% break even trade, and 50% profit trades with 100 points. This is both for Nasdaq and DAX. Yeah, DAX, okay. Just so you know, keep it simple. No trading before 9:15 a.m. CET DAX and 15:45 p.m. CET Nasdaq. Here we go. And no trades after 9:45 a.m. CET DAX, and no trades after I would say 16:10 CET Nasdaq. The 50% good days is because of momentum and clear trend. The 50% break even is trades we need to close for no progress. Slow days. Try to do 50 to 50% long short. Okay, that's gonna be the rules. That's what I'm gonna stick to. Waiting for break above or break below here. Interesting to see where we're gonna head now. There's really no progress at all. It's quite sick. It's quite sick that we just keep doing this trend. Just keep moving up. And if we can break above, fine. If we're not, then it is what it is. Still waiting for market to do something here. No progress means no trading, and that's what I really have to avoid. Because if we keep having lower highs, lower lows, I can short it, but we don't, right? But because we do not have any progress, we still have a couple minutes left, then I do not want to take a trade. So things is just pushing up for Nasdaq, for everything, as you could see. So there's no progress. That's what I have to be very good at identifying, and then just stop trading. We don't have an opening range breakout, guys. Getting ready for a long. Preparing for a long. If we're gonna break above, and then I will count to 20. I'll exit a move stop loss to break it, even let it run. If it's not working, it's not working. If it works, great. I'll target 100 points on this one here. Back to 650 maybe. My overall idea for the morning session yesterday was actually correct, of going long, but I choose to go short. But a long was actually very great because we had a great support at 240 and 230. So that was actually the idea, and that's what I see in the market right now. So I actually got confirmation for that one. So I was right about that one. We have to be long and short. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if we're closing above now. So we managed to almost break above 27. But I want the bar, so this green candle, on a 1 minute time frame to close above. It did not. So because we did not close above, I do not take a long, I do not take a short. Let's see here. If this is going to push above, then we could go for a long and let it run. Risk 20 points, but we're not going to use that 20 points. We want to make money. So we want to move stop loss closer and closer. We got above, but the 1 minute candle didn't manage to close above. But it closed above here. Let's see here. Let's see if we're gonna push above now. This candle have to close above here, and then next candle we go long, if it goes that way, and I think so. UK pushing, everything is right now just pushing high. Nope, no progress. But I think it could sell back to 500 before it's gonna come up again. So I'll still do a long above here. I'll still do a short below here. Also, if I close this session down, so I'm just gonna have alerts on. Let's see if this is gonna close above. It doesn't look like that we are managing to close above. Let's give it some time. Nope. Let's see. No close above at all. So strong resistance at 526. I'm not gonna short it I'll wait for it to break below here. I want to have confirmation, and right now there is no confirmation. Only if we're gonna break above and close above 528. Looks like we could do that now. Get ready for a long. So let's see if we're gonna come above and close above. It's keep getting rejected, it's very annoying. Didn't manage to break above. Crazy. Keep getting rejected. Once we're gonna break above, I think it's gonna target 550 pretty quick. With stop loss to break even, let it run. But every time we get up, we get rejected. Still looks positive. The trend is very strong. Yeah, things is very strong here in a shorter time frame. But SAT just went up and went down again. What about Rheinmetall? It's not doing anything really. Could be the turning point for DAX. Could come, remember, long above, else it's just gonna be a short below, okay? If I short this market, I will still target 100 points. We didn't close above 28 on the 1 minute time frame. We're selling below again. Strong rejection. They're really trying to hold the market up. Let's see. Could be now. But we have to be careful with these fake outs. Let's see. UK looks pretty strong. I like to go long on DAX. If it breaks above 28 and closes above 28, it keeps getting rejected at the previous highs. We did not manage to close above. The bar candle have to close above. It did that almost. Nope, closed below. So this one closed below. This one have to the next minute And I only have 1 minute left and then I'll close down for this stream. Still waiting. Wow. No close above. This one is still below. Let's see if we're gonna close above. So this is 45-minute bar. This is number 3 bar. This was the first opening bar. This was the second bar. This was the third bar. Now there's coming up number 4. This candle have to close above 28 and we did not. It might come now. I'll give it a second more, then I'll go for a long if it holds. If not, then I'll first short below here, but I'm not super sure if I will let you know if I do it, but it's not gonna be now. It's gonna take some time. Rejected some sort of confirmation here. Big progress. DAX is not really doing anything. If we look at the DAX index, it's above all-time high. So DAX have never been trading at a higher level than now. It's quite impressive. No progress. I'll end it here. There was no progress. I'll wait for